Hello ladies and gents, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be looking at this PlayStation 5 which has been sent in, and this has been sent in as a warranty repair. But there's something rather interesting about this particular warranty repair, and that is that a couple of weeks ago I performed an initial repair where the console had been dropped and I had to perform trace repair on the HDMI port. I don't know if I did a video on it, I can't remember if I did or not, but a couple of days later it came back and the customer basically said that it was not displaying anything on the screen or anything like that. I had a look inside it and basically it had been dropped again. There was liquid metal splattered all over the place. I actually posted a short on either my main channel or the secondary channel, I'm not sure. But I actually posted a short and asked people's opinions, and everyone was saying, yep, definitely not a warranty job. And I did end up charging the customer again because it had very visibly been dropped. The HDMI port was physically snapped and basically the liquid metal was splattered all over the place. So I refused the warranty repair, charged the customer again, albeit I did give a discount because it was an existing customer, so I did give a discount, but I refused the warranty repair. And then lo and behold, a couple of weeks later, now apparently it doesn't turn on at all. But there is something interesting in that my warranty sticker is missing. And it's a little bit strange because this never came in for a power issue to start with. So I thought to make a video on this. I thought it'd be rather interesting to see what the actual problem is, if I can figure it out, if I can fix it, and has the customer tried to get another free repair. So with that being said, if you are new to the channel and you enjoy this type of content, I would really appreciate it if you hit subscribe and turn on the bell notifications, and that way you don't miss any future videos. And if you want to support me in any way, the best way to do that is by heading over to Twitch. It doesn't matter if you watch me on Twitch or not, I do live stream over there, I play games on there as well as doing repair stuff. But it doesn't matter whether you watch me or not, if you've got an Amazon Prime account already and you create a Twitch account, you can link the Amazon Prime account to Twitch and you can become a subscriber on Twitch completely free. It helps me out, but it's completely free if you've already got an Amazon Prime account. So there'll be a link in the video description to my Twitch channel. If you want to head over there, just become a Twitch Prime subscriber, and yeah, it'll really help me out. But with that being said, we are going to get into the video. But first of all, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, PCBWay.com. Today's video is proudly sponsored by PCBWay.com. PCBWay is the industry leader in custom printed circuit boards, flexible printed circuit boards, and even CNC and 3D printing. Right now you can get 10% off all CNC and 3D printing and $5 off your first order for custom and flexible printed circuit boards. Personally, I've used PCBWay myself, and I have to say that the level of service is second to none. The order process was quick and simple, and turnaround time was literally 2 days. From personal experience as a beginner, the whole process was super quick and easy to understand. Simply upload the Gerber files and you're off to the races. Being in the industry for over 8 years, PCBWay definitely have the experience to deliver fast, high quality PCBs to get your next project started. PCBWay are also looking for new writers to join their creative team, and with rewards from $20 to $100, it can be quite tempting. Simply head over to the links in the video description to learn more. Now back to the video. Okay, so with that out of the way then, big thank you to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. I really do appreciate it, and it does help out the channel when we get sponsors. So as you can see here from this ticket, if I just show you a close-up of this, it says return, turned on, then off. This is a business-to-business console, and I do put my own warranty stickers on these even when they're business-to-business things, just so as I know which ones I've actually worked on. And this one, as you'll see, I haven't actually tried to turn it on yet, but there's two interesting things about this right off the bat without even turning it on. The first one is the fact that there's no plate here, and I would have noted that down. I would have put a note on the system just to say that that was missing. So that's missing, as well as the screw, but there's also no warranty sticker. So as you can see, there should have been a warranty sticker. Now, the only problem is, I'm not going to make an accusation. I'm not going to say that the customer's definitely lying or anything like that. I'm not going to make any kind of accusation because there is a possibility that I could have potentially forgot to put a warranty sticker on. And the reason that the sticker is there, or rather the residue for the sticker, would have been from the first repair. So I'm not going to say for sure that the customer is definitely lying, but it seems a little bit strange to me how there's no warranty sticker there. And I actually had one like this last night on a live stream where I had a look inside. The warranty sticker was missing, and that had definitely had a warranty sticker there, but it was missing. And it turned out that the customer had swapped out the game card reader and then said that the touchscreen don't work. So I am very skeptical. Now, with that said, obviously I don't actually know what the situation is with this, but the customer said apparently that it doesn't turn on and that it's been like that since it got back to them. Now, the issue here is that I don't give the customer the console back. It goes to the other business and they give the customer the console back. They bill the customer and I bill the business. That's how a business-to-business transaction would work. So I don't deal with the customer directly. They did admit on the last warranty repair, they did admit when questioned that the console had been dropped. So they did own up to it eventually, but they did try and lie the first time around and say that it hadn't been dropped or anything like that. Although they didn't mention it being dropped, so they didn't lie per se, but they did try and deceive me in some way, or try and deceive the company. So let's just see what's actually going on. So it does turn on. So they said it doesn't turn on at all, which is what I'm finding rather strange here. So is it a blue light of death? That is very possible that it could end up with a blue light of death because of being dropped. Now I don't know for sure. Okay, so it doesn't appear as though it's booting. Let's pop in a HDMI cable and just see if we can figure this out. So let's just see if we get a display at all. Is it stuck in some safe mode update or what? Okay, so it appears to be a blue light of death. So as you can see, we've got the Elgato no signal screen, and it appears to be a lung pulsing BLOD. So we're not getting anything on the screen at all, and it's got a lung pulsing blue light of death. I am going to try it on the TV really quickly, just to see if it displays on the TV. Although that's doubtful. And nope, nothing at all is picking up on the TV. So I'm not going to bother switching cameras or anything like that. It's kind of a waste of time setting a camera up to show that. But nothing at all is showing up on the TV. And it's not displaying anything at all. I've got a feeling this has probably been dropped. And holding down the power button doesn't do anything. Alright, let's get it apart. Let's see if we can figure this out. I mean, hopefully it's something straightforward and I can just send it back to the customer. But I've got a feeling this might have been dropped again, because this was definitely working when it left my workshop last time. It would have been fully tested, and also, like I said, the warranty sticker's missing. So I'm not going to base my entire conclusion on just the warranty sticker, because I don't actually know 100% whether I put one on when I did the last warranty repair on it. I might have forgot. It's possible that I could have forgot, because I mean, it's not exactly the most important thing in a repair process. So I'm not gonna just jump the gun and say that the customer's definitely been inside it or anything like that. But we will see. So I'll fast forward through this bit, and hopefully we can figure it out. But that being said as well, there's someone I want to give a little shout out to on YouTube, someone I think deserves a lot more recognition. So Stez6Fix, I'll leave a link to his channel in the video description and in the top pin comment as well. But Stez6Fix is very close. At the time of recording, Stez is about 250 away from getting 10,000 subscribers, which is a massive achievement. And he is a super nice guy, super down to earth. You know, he makes his videos very entertaining. He doesn't just fix consoles, he does other things as well, but he does it for fun, and he makes his videos really entertaining as well. So highly recommend checking him out. And yeah, give him a follow if you can. Send him some love. Tell him that I sent you and say hi. I'm sure he would appreciate getting to 10,000 subscribers. That would be absolutely awesome. And even if he is past 10,000 by the time you're watching this, you know, honestly, I highly recommend checking his channel out. Give him a follow. I don't think he'll regret it, to be honest. But that being said, I will fast forward through the rest of this part. Right, okay, we are pretty much good to go here. So I've removed all of the screws necessary to get to the main board, apart from these two. And that board is still warm, so it is the APU appears to be initializing, I would say. So what I plan to do is I'm just going to unplug what I don't need. So whatever I don't need to be able to get it to boot up, I'm unplugging. So that's including the front USBs, the disk drive, which I've obviously removed, and the fan and things like that. And then I'm going to try and power it on again. The only things I've got plugged in right now are the front panel for the power button and the light bar, which is here. So I'm going to see if it boots up like this. And obviously if it boots up like this, then I know it's going to be an issue with something what I've unplugged. And then I can just add things one at a time. But we'll see. So the question now is, does anything get... Oh. Okay. That's a bit odd. It just shut off. It shut off when I touched the RAM. I was going to say, does anything get excessively hot? So I was just feeling around just to see if anything gets hotter than normal. I don't think it is. It doesn't appear to be booting up. That RAM is... Yeah, that RAM is getting fairly hot. I don't know if that's going to be the cause. I don't think it would be. Mainly that one. Alright. So let's get the board out then. So the RAM could potentially cause a long pulsing blue light. That is a possibility. But I can't see any reason why the RAM would cause that. Given that there shouldn't be any reason why the RAM would fail. What the hell? Okay, we've got liquid metal splatter again. Is that the cause? Okay, I need to document this quickly. That didn't leave my workshop like that, I can guarantee it. Right, well, let me know what you think. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think, but I know what I think, and I think this has been dropped again. I think that liquid metal splatter is going to be the cause. So I'm going to need to clean all of this up. I've popped this board to one side for a minute. Alright, so the problem is now I've got to sit here and strip down this entire housing just to be able to clean this. I've spoken to the business that sent this, and I've explained the situation. Sent the pictures and things like that. He's calling the customer now, but I mean, I can clean this up. I don't want to have to charge the customer again. You know, it's going to take me, what, half an hour from start to finish, realistically. So I can clean it up for free, but the problem is, I can't, if that doesn't fix the issue, I can't refund the customer. You know, if I can't figure this out, if this isn't the cause, I've got a feeling it probably is, but if this isn't the cause, then, you know, where do you go from there? Where do you take it? Because if I was to issue a refund, I'm out of pocket for something that quite clearly is not my fault. and I've already done the work the first and second time around. So the problem is, where do you take it from there? What do you do? Do you offer a partial refund? Do you offer no refund? I don't know. Let me know. What do you guys think you would do in this situation? Because this is very clearly a console which has been dropped again. And this is the third time it's been dropped. This customer is not going to learn. This customer is not going to learn. And what I don't understand is why they don't put the stand on it. They've never put the stand on this. It's still got the plastic cover there. So they've never put the stand on this. And this is the annoying thing. Because now I've got to sit here and clean this up. And hope that it fixes the issue. So I'm going to spray some IPA onto a cotton swab to be able to clean up this heatsink. And what the IPA does is it allows me to group up the liquid metal into like a ball sort of thing. And then what I can do from there is I can pick that liquid metal up using some tweezers. And that gets rid of most of it. So I can get rid of that. And then if I do the same again, it'll pretty much be good to go. So we'll just move all of the spilt liquid metal to one side, group it all up, and get it off the heatsink, and then that way it's not going to fly all over the place. Just like that. And the plan is to do the same on the board as well. So the reason I didn't spray it directly onto the heatsink was because I don't want to waste that liquid metal that's on there. But you know, you can very visibly see the liquid metal all around the edge there. And this is why I stress that it's important to put these foam covers back. Because the foam cover is there to stop this happening in the event of an accident. And all too often I see people removing the cover off it and it's not needed. Or rather, you don't need to remove the cover. I know the cover can get messy. I understand that. But I still wouldn't recommend removing it. Because you end up with this. Right, so I've cleaned as much of that as I possibly can. Whether or not that's sufficient is a different question. Alright, so there's that done, pretty much. Apart from a little bit of smudging here. I will get rid of that. Not that it matters, but I will get rid of it. IPA goes a long way in terms of liquid metal. Alright, so let's get this to one side. Okay, and let's bring the board back into action. So now I've got to try and find and clean up all of this spilt liquid metal. There's a massive blob of it right here. I have come across spilt liquid metal which causes a lung pulsing blood before. So I'm just going to try my best to clean up as much as I possibly can. But this big blob here is incredibly significant, and one issue I've got here is that it might have gone underneath the APU. I've got to be very careful here in cleaning this. Actually, I don't think it's gone under the APU. I can see the end of it, so I'm hoping I can get to it. It's going to be very difficult getting to this. Okay, I think I've got it. Very, very tricky. So one thing I've got to be very careful of when I'm cleaning liquid metal spills from very close to the APU is that you don't make it worse by pushing it under the APU. That's one of the big issues. Just make sure there's no more. So that liquid metal was literally pretty much all over these test points around here, which is not good because that's shorting out all of the test points together. So that's the problem, or that's a problem anyway. Whether it's the actual cause, I don't know, but it certainly wouldn't be allowing the console to turn on if we had all of those shorted. I'm just hoping that that is the only cause. And then it's just a case of cleaning up around. So every time I do this, I am spraying liquid metal onto the, isopropyl alcohol onto the cotton swab. Just so as it allows me to group it all up. So I am going to have to pop under the microscope and make sure it hasn't gone underneath the plastic cover here. Alright, so here's the APU under the microscope. So I need to very carefully try and peel some of this back. So the reason we need to do this is because there's basically a bunch of capacitors underneath here, and the problem with that is if those short out, then you're shorting out all of the circuit on the APU itself directly, and that would cause a blue light of death as well. I don't think it's gone under. It doesn't appear to have gone under, actually. Let's just get rid of that. I'm going to do the customer a favour here. I'm going to put one of these on. This is the only one I've got. So, yes, it's a little bit folded in and damaged, but it's the only one that I've got available at the minute, so it's going to have to do. Okay, let's just pop this back on. There we go. Make sure that the foam cover don't come off while I'm putting it back on. And hopefully that's going to sort things out. Hopefully. Fingers crossed this works now. So if this works now, then I probably won't charge the customer. But if it doesn't work and I have to investigate further, then the customer has to be charged, because there's definitely been some more drop damage on this since it's gone back. It only went back 2 weeks ago, but I received it back yesterday. Alright, that's back together enough for initial testing. So let's see. Does it turn on? Yes, it does. That's a white light. That's a white light. Well, was a white light. It's just gone to blue. It's rebooted. This customer appears to have just got very, very lucky. Okay, so it needs to reboot. It might take a little while. There we go. That's gone white. Switch over to the capture card. Why has this been reset? It's been factory reset. How? How? This has been sold, this has, and sent back. Why would it have been factory reset? What? So, if this was dead on arrival, as the customers explained, how have the factory reset it? If they'd had a blue light of death on arrival back to the customer, how has it been factory reset? That don't make a whole lot of sense to me. It's the same board. It's got signs of my trace repair on there. Not as extensive as I first thought, but it has been a while. But how has this been factory reset if it was dead on arrival? That is impossible. If it had a lung pulsing blood when the customer got it back, then they wouldn't have been able to factory reset it. If they couldn't factory reset it because of a blood, then it was working when it got back to them. So that's been caught in a lie straight away. In my opinion, they've been caught straight in a lie. So honestly, I might bill this customer again. I don't know, I'll have to have a think about it. I'll have to speak to the business and see what he says. But that don't make no sense to me at all. Well, I mean, I know this is not, it's not a very informative video or anything like that, but this just goes to show that customers definitely lie. Customers definitely lie. And this is the second customer I've caught in 2 days in a lie, in my opinion. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. I think you'll probably agree with me on this one. So obviously, it wouldn't have gone back to the customer in that condition. Not a chance in hell it would have gone back to the customer in that condition, because I wouldn't have been able to boot it up to verify that the HDMI port was working. And I'm not going to bill a customer if it's not working, because I know I'm just going to have to refund them. I'd be stupid. I'd be absolutely stupid to bill a customer if it wasn't working. So unless that's happened in transit, which again, I don't see how that's possible. Whenever I send these back, they're sent in a batch. They're not sent on their own. They're sent in a batch, and they're all tightly packed inside a box with bubble wrap as well as additional packaging material. So they are all really tight. They can't move inside the boxes. So I can't see that happening in transit either. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again in the future. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Do you think that this customer's dropped it again? Do you think it's happened in transit? Or what? Let me know. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on it. But that being said, obviously the lung pulsing blood was caused by a liquid damage spill, which in my opinion was down to a third drop on this console. They're not going to get lucky forever. I'm not going to get lucky forever. But leave a comment down below anyway. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. I hope you do enjoy these videos. I certainly enjoy making them, and honestly, to be honest, when you get things like this, I enjoy making videos more than I enjoy actually working on stuff for customers. I'll be honest. I enjoy making the videos more. But yeah, leave a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the bell notifications, and that way you don't miss any future videos. And if you do want to support me, there'll be a Patreon link in the video description. You can do it completely free by heading over to Twitch and becoming a Twitch Prime subscriber, as I explained earlier on. Or there's some donate and tip buttons in the video description as well, so you can support me that way if you want. You can also become a channel member by clicking on the join button down below the video. Once again, a big thank you to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye for now.